and welcome to the official YouTube channel of Grape Law Firm. I'm Emily, one of the lawyers here, and today I'll be explaining the available green card options for those who wish to migrate to the US. For many people around the world, the green card lottery has long been seen as the primary answer to the question of how to move to America and get a green card. It was, for a long time, the most common path for permanent residency in the United States. However, the lottery has been suspended by the Trump administration in recent days, and the future of this program is in jeopardy. Yet, the lottery is not the only way to move to the US, and today we'll explain the top 5 fastest and easiest green card options. If you're looking for a way to secure your future in the US without relying on the lottery or employer sponsorship, you're in the right place. There are 5 alternatives to the diversity lottery. These alternatives fall under the employment-based green card categories and are exempt from a lottery, and most of them don't even require a job offer or a sponsor. First, we have EB-1A Extraordinary Ability. The EB-1A green card is for individuals who have achieved a high level of sustained national or international acclaim in the sciences, arts, education, business, or athletics. This category recognizes individuals who are leaders in their field. EB-1A is unique because it does not require an employer sponsor. You can file the petition yourself, a process known as self-petitioning. This makes it one of the fastest non-sponsorship routes available. To meet EB-1 green card qualification, you must either show evidence of one-time major international award or satisfy at least 3 of the 10 regulatory criteria. These criteria are designed to prove your sustained acclaim. They cover things like published material about you in major media, proof of original scientific or artistic contributions of major significance, or evidence that you have judged the work of others in your field. For example, consider a white-collar professional, perhaps a senior marketing executive or a financial analyst, who has been published in major industry trade magazines, has served as a judge for national industry awards, and commands a salary significantly higher than their peers. While they may not have a Nobel Prize, their documented sustained success in their professional field can be used to meet the 3 criteria threshold. The key is to provide compelling, objective evidence that you are a highly accomplished professional in your area. Next up, we have EB-2 National Interest Waiver, or NIW. The EB-2 NIW green card is designed for professionals with an advanced degree or exceptional ability whose work is deemed to be in the national interest of the United States. The major advantage of the EB-2 NIW is that it waives the requirement for a job offer and the often lengthy PERM labor certification process. This is why it's another popular self-petitioning option. To have your EB-2 NIW petition approved, you must satisfy the 3 prongs of the Donisar test. First, you must prove that your proposed endeavor has both substantial merit and national importance. Second, you must demonstrate that you are well positioned to advance the endeavor. And third, you must show that the United States would benefit from waiving the job offer and PERM requirements. For example, consider a good doctor, a specialist in a field like rural medicine or infectious disease. If this doctor proposes to establish a practice in an underserved area or is developing a new nationally important treatment protocol, they could argue that their work has substantial merit and national importance. Their advanced medical degree and years of experience prove that they are well positioned to execute this plan. This is a path for those whose work transcends local benefit, impacts the nation as a whole. However, don't let this example scare you. You don't need to have patents or offer groundbreaking experiments to qualify for this green card. A well-established professional with years of experience can easily get an EB-2 NIW green card. It all comes down to how you tell your story and how you position yourself. Next up, we have EB-3 Skilled Workers. The EB-3 green card is for skilled workers, professionals, and other workers. Unlike EB-1A and EB-2 NIW, the EB-3 typically requires a job offer from a U.S. employer and a successful PERM labor certification from the Department of Labor. The PERM process, which stands for Program Electronic Review Management, is the critical first step. It is designed to protect U.S. workers by requiring the employer to prove to the Department of Labor that there are no qualified U.S. workers available for the position. This involves a rigorous mandatory recruitment process, including job advertisements and interviews. Only after the employer has demonstrated a lack of qualified U.S. workers can they proceed with the EB-3 petition. EB-3 is the traditional employer-sponsored route and is open to a much wider range of occupations, but it can be be a lengthy process due to the required labor certification. However, the employers usually provide support for visa process and make things easier for the applicant. Next, EB-1C, Multinational Executive or Manager. The EB-1C green card is the fast track for executives and managers of international companies. For EB-1C, the key requirement is that you must have been employed outside of the US for at least 1 year in the preceding 3 years in a managerial or executive capacity by an affiliate, partner, subsidiary, or branch of the U.S. company. The EB-1C petition must be filed by your U.S. employer. This is an ideal path for intra-company transfers, allowing a company to transfer its top-tier management to the U.S. operations with a clear path to permanent residency. If you don't think you qualify for EB-1C just yet, you can also consider the L1 visa to quickly move to the US and get your work done. Finally, EB-5 Investor. The EB-5 green card is for those who invest a significant amount of capital in a new commercial enterprise in the United States. For EB-5, you must invest the minimum required amount, which is currently $800,000 in a targeted employment area or $1,050,000 elsewhere. Crucially, your investment must create or preserve at least 10 full-time jobs for qualifying U.S. workers. The EB-5 category offers a direct path to permanent residency for those with the necessary capital who wish to contribute to the U.S. economy and create jobs. With a new announcement from the Trump administration, there is now a sixth alternative, the Gold Card. The Gold Card is meant to drive in large investments and boost the U.S. economy and dictates that the applicant must gift at least $1 million to the U.S. government to qualify. Unlike the EB-5 investor visa, the money is non-refundable and cannot be used for your own business. In exchange, it's claimed that the process is immensely fast-tracked and acceptance is easier. Since this is a brand new application, time will show if it truly is more advantageous than its green card counterpart. So now that we have the options laid out, how long does it take to get a green card and what are the costs? The green card application process generally involves two main steps: the I-140 immigrant petition and the I-485 adjustment of status if you're in the US or consular processing if you're abroad. USCIS government fees for forms like the I-140 or I-485 are generally standard across categories. However, the total cost will increase with legal fees and the optional premium processing fee, which can expedite the I-140 decision to 15 calendar days for EB-1A and EB-2 NIW. Processing times. Processing times vary significantly by category, the applicant's country of origin, and the USCIS workload. The key factor is often the visa bulletin, which determines when a visa number is available for your category and country. You can subscribe to our channel and follow our socials to get regular updates. Now let's move on to some frequently asked questions. Can I apply for more than one green card category at the same time? Yes, you can. In fact, it's often a recommended strategy, particularly for highly qualified individuals. For example, you might file both an EB-1A and an EB-2 NIW petition simultaneously to increase your chances of a faster approval. Do I need to be physically present in the US to apply for these green cards? No. You can file the initial I-140 petition from anywhere in the world. If you are outside of the US when your visa number becomes available, you will complete the processing through consular processing at a US embassy or consulate in your home country. What happens if my I-140 is approved, but I lose my job? If you self-petition for an EB-1A or EB-2 NIW, your petition is not tied to an employer, so your approval remains valid. If your petition was employer-sponsored, like EB-3 or EB-1C, you would generally need to find a new employer to file a new petition, unless you have reached a certain stage in the I-485 process. As you can see, even with the green card lottery paused, your dream of permanent residency in the US is absolutely achievable. There are many viable paths based on your talent, education, or capital. These routes are complex, and each has its own detailed evidence requirements. That's where Grape Law Firm comes in. We specialize in navigating these complex employment-based petitions. To ensure your success in your petition and to start your journey towards a green card, contact us today for a free consultation. And for more expert guidance on U.S. immigration law, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. We'll see you in our next video.